All right, so today we're looking at the clutch delay valve, which is this guy right here. To get to this, you have to remove the battery and the battery tray, just that guy. And then I have the intake out. I'm gonna do valve adjustment today anyway, so it seems like while I was in here, that makes things easier. And then it's a little easier to get to the release cylinder without the intake in the way. So what I'm gonna do now is I removed these two screws and these two screws. So hopefully I can take this bracket out and then I can get a rag under here so I don't spill any brake fluid on the car. It's not a huge deal if I do, but I like to do this as cleanly as possible because brake fluid does eat paint. Well, this is not really what I was expecting to see, but yeah, there's a lot of goo in there, so we're gonna thoroughly bleed the clutch. But yeah, we just undid those two fittings and there's still fluid in the reservoir, so I was gonna try to drain that out, but I think we're okay. And oh, I see a sneaky little washer in there. I'm gonna have to figure out where that came from. It's pretty rude of Honda to put these security screws on the back of this. I guess they don't want you to see the special sauce that's in the CDV. But I found that this, which is a T30, I just happen to have this, seems to fit perfectly. All right, so once you get this thing apart, this is all there is to it. There's just this little ring in here. Seems like a snap ring, but it's really not. And then this is the diaphragm. And let me see if I can get that out. So I have to be honest, I am not understanding how this works. I was expecting this to be like a thin, flexible membrane that sort of deflected under clutch pressure. I don't think that's the case. This is pretty beefy. And then I also don't know what the heck is in my clutch system, but that's not good. Okay, so this is what we're gonna try. If you're watching this, then this must have worked. I didn't come up with this idea. I saw another guy explain that how to do this, but he didn't do it himself. Anyways, I cut this groove out with a Dremel and used these bits. You need to be really careful on the larger hole not to go too deep. I cut about as deep as I dared, but you know, this is like maybe an 1/8 or 3/16 of an inch, and then we tried to make the channel nice and smooth, and then of course clean out all of the metal filings really good, especially in here. Blow it out with air. And I think what this valve is doing is it's restricting flow, which causes high pressure on our little diaphragm here, and that causes, I think it might actually cause this diaphragm to flex. Hydraulic pressures are really high, and then of course it's only being held down by this ring on the outside. So yeah, by opening this up, we'll hopefully get little to no flex from this plate now, and then the valve is defeated. Yeah, this is like a mirror. I might accidentally dox myself with this thing. So if you have a friend, you won't have to do this, but I do find these bleeder bottles come in handy. And yeah, I'm just gonna flush out the top half of the system before I put it back together because it is so gross in there. So we'll see how this works out performance-wise, but what I do like about doing the mod this way is that all the hose routings and strain reliefs are the same, so we don't have any hoses rubbing or anything, so that's cool. And then yeah, we got all the air bled out. Well, I am happy to report that the clutch feels like a normal clutch again, or I guess for the first time. Oh.